Hi everyone, this is Satyam and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the language English and how to master it and become a fluent English speaker. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss about different kinds of taboos which are spread regarding the English language and how you can overcome those taboos and become a champion of the language. So let me begin with the different kinds of taboos. There are people who think that they'll never be able to speak the English language as it is very tough, and they even think that they might be laughed at when they speak in English in public. They're scared of people who speak to them in English, and they're scared of replying back in English. They're scared of their pronunciation, their dialects being laughed at, and there are people who are scared of facing interviews because they think that the kind of English that they speak is inappropriate. And people even, they fail to express themselves perfectly in English, and they think that they are able to express themselves better in Hindi. So Hindi could have been the professional language. Though there are people who try to escape from situations where they have to speak in English in public. But trust me, escaping is not a solution. You have to work hard and you have to have a mastery on the language. So today I am here with a video which will come to your help, as it has a lot of tips and tricks which can help you work on the language English and gain a mastery and fluency on the language. So being from a convent school and from an ICSE background, I thought that I should take this initiative. So in order to speak perfect English, a person should possess 4 things. First of all, a good vocabulary, then a rich content, a correct pronunciation, and a good dialect. If you have these 4 things with you, you will be able to speak correct and fluent English. Yes, but before that, before coming on to the steps of evolving your English, I would like to suggest you some of the tips which can be helpful to you now at this time. So the easiest thing that we can do is that the knowledge which we have right now, the things that we do day to day in our daily life, we should speak those things to ourselves in English. Like, I'll wake up at 6 a.m. I'll have dinner now. I'll have lunch now. I'll rather go and take a bath now. I'll go and meet my friends now. And I'll have this for lunch. I'll have that for dinner. Maybe I'll go out for lunch. Maybe I'll go to this restaurant for dinner. So these are some of the common sentences, the day-to-day sentences that we speak. I'll go to office at this particular time. Today I'll not go to office. Today I'll stay back at home. So these are some of the things which we speak regularly, but we speak in our local language or Hindi language. So what you have to do, you have to speak these things to yourself in English. So when you start doing this, automatically you'll see that you have started gaining fluency in the language subconsciously. And this is one thing which will come to your help without much effort. Now what you can do, the next thing is that try and give yourself a topic every day. Like today I'll speak on Women's Day to myself at least 4 to 5 lines. Tomorrow maybe I'll speak on the topic coronavirus about 4 to 5 lines to myself. Then the other day I'll speak on some other topic. The other day I'll speak on some other topic. Now if you continue doing this every day, if you take a topic and speak at least 4 to 5 lines, however broken be it, but speak those sentences to yourself. Standing in front of the mirror or standing in front of the mirror or sitting idly somewhere. But you have to speak 4 to 5 sentences regarding any topic every day to yourself. Trust me, these 2 things will help you enhance the kind of English that you have currently, and it will bring in a lot of fluency, and without much effort, your English will begin to improve. The next thing comes on is how to improve the kind of English you have currently. So for that, you need to have a rich vocabulary. How you can increase your vocabulary? For that, you need to take the subscription of any English newspaper that is coming to your city. Say the Times of India, the Hindu, or whichever newspaper you like. Take the English newspaper subscription, turn on to the editorial page, read the entire editorial page, and you'll come across words which you'll be listening for the first time. Write it down, look for the meanings and learn those meanings then and there. Now what you have to do, use words throughout the day in whatever sentence you're speaking to, like say anyone. If you're speaking to your colleague or your spouse, your friends, your parents, or anybody in the family, or to yourself, try using those words throughout the day. In this way, what will happen? Those words will become permanent in your brain. I know, like, all of us are very busy in our life these days, and we don't have much time to spare to read the newspapers. But then reading the editorial page will hardly take 10 minutes of your time, and noting down the meaning will take another 5 to 10 minutes. So you can at least spare 20 minutes of your time in the morning in order to improve your English. And the next thing that you can do is read some good English books, short stories, novels, or any other English book. Like, I would like to suggest 2 of the good English books which I have read recently, and I have found them to be really helpful and useful. Therefore, I would like to share it with you all. So this is one book, Becoming. This book has huge collection of good words, and automatically the content of your speech, of your writing will improve by reading this book. And the other book which I read recently is this book. This is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Even this book has a huge collection of good words, and this will help you enrich your content too. So reading good books will help. You can even listen to English songs. You can watch out movies with English subtitles, as all these things are going to help you enhance your English language, your way of speaking, and it will also increase the fluency. So once your vocabulary is done, automatically the content will be rich, because you will be using good words, and moreover, reading things again and again will change your way of thinking, and hence your content will automatically improve, your writing content and your speaking content. So the next thing that comes is the pronunciation, and the next thing is dialect. So for the pronunciation, what you can do is that whatever new word you learn, type that in Google and get the pronunciation from there. In this way, you save yourself from being incorrect anywhere. So once the pronunciation is done, automatically the dialect will improve, because dialect comprises of tone, the way of speaking, pronunciation, and things like this. So automatically the dialect will improve, and you see that you are speaking in a much smarter way, in a much attractive way, and your personality is getting charismatic day by day, and people will be interested in talking to you. So these are some of the ways to enhance your vocabulary, content, pronunciation, and dialect, which in a way will help you improve your English on totality. So once these things are done, there are 2 more ways in which you can enhance your English, and they are what you can do. The regular words of English that we use, you can use synonym of those words for your speech or for your writing. Like in order to say somebody is very clever, you can say he is so ingenious. If something is very like daring, you can say audacious. If a lot of confusion is created, you can say, oh, what a ruckus. And if somebody is very humble, you can say, what a modest person he is. If there is scarcity of something, you can say paucity. So you can use alternative words of the regular words that we use, which are more attractive and which will make your English look very rich and very influential. So these were some of, this is one way, and the other and the last way is that make it a habit that every day before going to bed, you will write a single page of diary. You will note down everything you did for the entire day, including the new words that you learned, along with their meanings. In this way, things will be permanent in your brain and permanent in your life, and you will forever remember them, and you will be in a position to use them whenever you make a public speech, or whenever you talk to your friends, your family members, or anybody, or whenever you are writing an article, or whether you are writing an exam or anything. So your language will improve, your way of speaking will improve, you will gain much fluency in the language. And trust me, I'm speaking all these things on the basis of my experience. This has worked and this will work for you, and you'll be proud of yourself how quickly you have learned speaking such great English and how attractive and how charismatic your personality has become. So with this, I would like to conclude. If you have any suggestions or any doubts, confusions, please post that in the comment section, and I'll see you next week with a super new video. But before that, hit a like, share this video with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified any further. I'll see you next week with a super new video. Till then, stay tuned, keep watching, keep smiling. Bye bye, take care.